Yourself.
Hello, I am Michael Peterson. I'm one of the co-showrunners of Bones. We're live! Did you see that? We are. And this is Emily Silver. She understands Facebook and technology, which I don't. So she is, she's a little, yeah. But we are here to answer any and all questions.
You guys, we're back this week.
We are back. It has been forever.
Oh my
we
God.
cannot believe it that we are finally back. But
I think it's like the greatest back 12 of episodes that there ever will have been in all of history.
Until next year's 12 episodes.
But this is the back 12. So
yes, for the back
the
12.
best
Yeah,
back 12.
you're in for a treat, we think. So, absolutely any questions you want, and we will do our best to answer.
He will do his worst to answer, actually.
Uh-oh, wait a second.
Wait, here it comes.
We see people.
Hey, Allison, and
Hello.
Casey, and Daniela, and Stephanie, and Nick.
Yays and hellos. And
Okay, but ask questions, guys. Lily
Absolutely.
Coburn. I don't know who you are, but hi. Kenyetta. Oh, everybody.
This is
Hey.
fantastic. We also found out that we are, next to American Idol, we are the #1 show on Fox as far as Facebook goes, so we want to see all of you answering right now.
Alexandra. Bones airs a brand new episode on Thursday at 8 p.m. on Fox. This
Sure.
Thursday,
Yes.
April 14th.
Do not miss it. Sets up everything for the next 11.
Hi, Netherlands.
How many more seasons are coming? Good and sad answer to that. So we have one more after this, but we get to wrap it up the right way. And we're starting to break for season 12 already, and we couldn't be more excited. We really get to do the show right.
Truthfully, it is kind of cool because we'll get to do arcs for each character to really say goodbye to them, and it's kind of beautiful.
It's fantastic.
Let's see what else we got. Hey, from Australia, Canada.
Somebody asked if we're being canceled. No way. We are not even close to being canceled. We are renewed for another season. So you got 12 coming up and then 12 more next year.
Bones on Fox because Fox loves us. Oh. What else we got? Hi from Quebec. Can't wait. My Pref, Bones, and Booth. Well, they're together forever.
Are we going to see Parker one more time this season? Yes, you are absolutely going to see Parker this year, at least once, if not twice more. So we were having him back, doing a nice little arc with Booth, and he will be back for season 12 as well.
Oh, this one's nice. Look at that.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, no, we had somebody asking
Danny
about,
and Brian B.
Yes, about how to best show people who have Asperger's on TV, and we're glad that a strong female character, absolutely.
Dude, that's
Very
the reason
proud.
to write this show. She's so cool.
She's an inspiration. We love writing for, I have a daughter, and it's fantastic to have such a positive role model out there.
I think it's really great to see the journey that Brendan's been on. I mean, that's something that I think you guys as showrunners have really kept true to, is the progression that she's made on her emotional character.
And it's a journey that is not done yet, so some big stuff coming up.
Some scary stuff, too.
Uh-oh, wait, what is this? I got cocky. That's not
Cocky
me.
belt buckle.
A cocky belt buckle. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll bring in the real deal here in a second. I think I got one
Look at
outside.
that one. What about Zach? Hi from Denmark.
What about Zach?
What about Zach? Anything you want to say there?
Well, we definitely would love to get him back. We don't know if we're going to be able to do it this season or next, but it is on our radar. We are fans of the show first and foremost. We love this show. I watched it before I became a part of it. I started in season 4. I watched it before that. I love Zach. It certainly is my intention to bring him back. It's just a matter of when.
I love that answer.
Oh, good.
Oh, will Zach be back? Everyone wants to know. Angela's dad going to make another appearance? That's a good question.
It is a good question. Probably not this season. We're looking at it for season 12. But we really want to make season 12 is our riding off into the sunset season. We want to get all of our writers back. We want to get our best directors back. We want to get everybody back who's made this show so fantastic, and that obviously includes all of our cast and crew.
And your writers.
And my writers. We're working on it.
Oh, I saw a good Aristu and Cam question. A good future for them? What's happening?
Define good.
Ooh, I
no.
think that's a better answer than anything else. You shouldn't even say more than that.
Yes, keep watching. Things get very
Well,
interesting.
Angela and Hodgins have another kid. We talk about so many versions of this.
Absolutely. There's some other things that Hodgins has to deal with first before we go into kids. Obviously, that's this week. We see him after the injury. You're going to see a new Hodgins this year. I mean, it's going to be different than.
Do you mind if I comment on it?
You should comment.
I actually think you guys are going to be really happy with it because we're sort of exploring something that the Bones show has never done. We're taking this huge loss, which is Hodgins' legs, and letting him go through the mourning process, and it feels very real. And I think that TJ does an amazing job. He stretches himself. He's a great actor. Don't laugh at me. I think it's true.
I'm not laughing. I'm looking at all the comments. It's not you. I'm laughing at other fine things.
Hi from Oklahoma City. Guatemala. Wow, we have so many fans.
This is wonderful. This is
Greece.
very exciting, and I love that you guys are all here live. I'm seeing lots of these Zach ones. Again, I can't promise for this season, but I can promise that we are working on it for season 12. So it is again, we want it to happen, and now it's just logistics.
I have something I'd like to share.
Sure.
Michael's next episode, what number is it? 13?
13, yes.
13 is the most messed up episode. It's so creepy. There's just no other way to put it. You wonder what goes on inside this man's mind.
It's very sick and twisted, and I couldn't have had more fun doing it. So,
what do you think gave you inspiration for this episode?
Alfred Hitchcock.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Psycho is definitely the inspiration for this one, and I just think of Norman Bates with his mother, who's all bones. Mm-hmm. Bones.
There's this element also in it of like that X-Files episode, Home.
There is a bit of Home. If anybody out here
creepy.
was creeped out by Home, probably my favorite hour of television ever,
mm-hmm.
There is an homage to it. So
mm-hmm.
we hope you enjoy. But things are going to change, and change in a big way for Booth and Brendan in that episode.
Dun, dun, dun. What else we got?
Could you bring Lance back from the dead?
Keith has been pitching the ghost episode forever.
We do like ghost episodes,
love
so
ghosts.
that's an excellent idea. Maybe if we can figure out a ghost. It's not on our radar yet, but we do love John Francis Daly, so we'll see what we can work out.
He is the greatest. Denmark, please bring Zach back. You think that there are fans who want Zach back?
I think there's some fans out there who want Zach
so.
back. Okay, well, this is the first I've heard of it, so maybe we'll consider that.
Everyone in here, please push the issue not to end the show. You guys, if we could do this show forever, I think we would.
Absolutely. No,
we love it.
Anything, we'll get you an address at the end where you can start mailing bones to Fox executives.
Not human bones, though. That would be sketch.
Or if you have human bones, that's fine, too. So whatever bones you want, we'll give you an address. We're not giving you an address.
We're not giving you human
Don't send
bones either.
That's a terrible idea.
Unless you send like wishbones from chickens, then I think that could be cute. But make sure you clean it. Make sure you clean them.
Yeah. So
nobody wants chicken germs.
what else do we
Any
have?
more international episodes? This is a great question.
Yes, we do have an international. We're filming it right now. Episode 21.
Written by John Cowan.
Yes, written by the great John Cowan. We have a French detective who will be coming in, and he's fantastic. So Sebastian Roche, I believe is his name. Wonderful, wonderful actor. Hilarious episode.
C'est en français, c'est très bien.
Will Ryan O'Neal be back?
Ooh.
Well, that leads to my prop of the day. So we have a script here. This is for the season finale.
Does anyone see this title?
So if you read, it says The Nightmare in the Nightmare.
But backwards it says some other weird things.
Yeah,
I can't read it backwards.
And so that's the season finale, and yes, Ryan O'Neal will be in it.
And,
I think I'm saying more than I'm supposed to be saying, but this is fun. I'm enjoying
this.
this.
Will there be anybody else who returns in the season finale?
No, I think Ryan's it.
From perhaps episode 13.
No, maybe we'll have some scary. There might be some scary people also, but as far as the stars that we care about, he'll be the one coming back.
We do love him.
Will we find out what 447
Cam is already in love. Patty Riley Ayers. Cam is already in love with Aristu.
That is true. But also, will we find out what 447 means? Absolutely we will. But that's season 12. So, 100%.
Sucks for you. The Gamer in the Grease. Whose episode was that? That was Dean's episode. Yeah, Dean.
Absolutely.
We love Dean. We miss him.
Yeah.
But now he's kicking butt in Mysteries of Laura, so good for him. More on Daisy and Lance's kid. I think we'll keep being up to date with Daisy on what's going on. Everyone loves Daisy.
Absolutely. She is in episode 21 and is fantastic in it. And there's some Lance stuff going on there as well. So also maybe, well, we do hint at some ghost stuff too. So we don't want to give too much away on that one. But yeah, Daisy
I don't think anybody
back.
will be emotionally disappointed with the season. It hits a lot of highs. It hits some emotional lows. And I think you guys are going to enjoy that journey.
Yeah, no, we had fun with it. This was it's my first year of show running, and just wanted to really test things. So certainly Booth and Brennan are put through the ring, and Hodgins and Angela are really, really put through it.
Yeah. And in my episode.
In Emily Silver's episode, which episode? Yeah, you will
14,
need Kleenex.
14.
Yeah, episode 14.
Mm-hmm.
It you're not going to be ready for it. That's all I got to say. And that we also have Hodgins and Angela, and we also have Jessica and Aubrey
Also
in that
in my episode.
Also in
Yeah.
that episode. Emily keeps us. She's our emotional center.
I write the sad ones.
Yes.
No, but
Very
you know
sad.
what the real emotional center is of the Bone Show? Booth and Brennan. Gotcha. What else we got? Yeah, we were so upset that Sweets died too.
Absolutely, Dawn. Yeah, no,
You
it
always-
was sad for us.
look, a question for me.
I went and watched Vacation last night just so I could
Just so you could
experience.
laugh
Yeah,
about it.
just so
Look, a
enjoy it.
question for me. Can
Okay.
we talk about the premise of my next episode?
Yes, you may.
Takes place at a criminal halfway house. Basically, what I thought was so fascinating when I was doing research on this world is that there's a 67% recidivism rate. And I just thought, wow, shouldn't we sort of look at this thing that everybody who leaves jail goes through? And so it'll be an interesting look at the system and if the system works or doesn't work and how Booth deals with that.
And also, we got to deal with the fact that Booth was a product of the system for a while. He was in jail after everything that went down after killing agents and being caught in the conspiracy. So
And,
some stuff that happened to him while he was in jail comes back in this episode.
The question is, do you deserve a second chance after you make a mistake?
Of course you do.
I feel like that's going to play out thematically.
I've never
Just
made
judging
one,
the way that I
but
write.
Yes,
Yeah.
it could come.
Where is the show recorded?
It is recorded about 100 yards from here. So we're sitting in an office. This used to be David Selnick's. No. Daryl Zanuck's office. My bad.
Different.
So this is the original Fox building, and then that way is Modern Family. Beyond that is our stages. So they're shooting right now and dealing with a very disgusting body. So that's where our lab is.
Booth and Brennan Anniversary, Season 12. We talked about that.
We have. We're either going to do some anniversaries or some birthdays. We definitely want to do that, and we love our holiday episodes also.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely return to that next year as well.
We hear everybody asking for Christmas episode. We'll do our best. No promises.
Okay, we have some X-rated comments by Yael
What?
Zinko, who's one of
Yeah,
our writers.
Zinko.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
writer has the smelliest farts?
That would be Yael Zinko.
I think
there you
so.
Go. So that's
Guys,
what you get for doing
You
bad
should all go
posts.
follow Yael Zinko on Twitter because she just got bumped to staff writer, and we're really, really proud of her. And you're going to love her first episode that's coming out. What episode number? 17?
I believe so.
It's really great. That's the one about acapella.
Acapella. We'll have one of our leads will be singing. One of our cast.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone in our cast is a lead.
And everyone in our cast is a singer.
Bring them, except for me.
You're not in the cast. It's okay.
Yes. Bring them to England for the anniversary. I would love that.
Yeah.
I've also been trying to pitch an episode in Bora Bora. So far, I've had no takers. I don't
love this
understand what's
question.
wrong.
Did Booth have to pick up the soap in the jail shower? No, he had minions for stuff like that.
Yes,
Come on.
absolutely. No.
Will you have a Passover episode? Yes, Yael asks the best questions. It's a good one, though.
Yes, we'll be doing Passover and Arbor Day next year. We're going to be getting.
Arbor Day. What is your favorite episode and why?
What is for this season?
And then do you want to say overall? Because I'm kind of curious.
Oh, I'm curious too. I think for a lot of people, I'm not dissimilar. The Gravedigger, the first one. The Spaceman. What's the title?
Oh, yeah,
Something in a Spaceman.
Or is it the spaceship? What is it?
Fans,
One of these fans will
get it
email us
right.
in.
But yeah, the first Gravedigger was just fantastic. And so I loved how we put our people in danger, the genius solutions that they came up with. And, okay, sorry.
Trevor Jeffs wants to know.
Well, so that was my favorite probably from all time.
Trevor Jeffs wants to know, Michael Peterson, is there going to be another Palant-like criminal?
Different than Palant. I mean, and that was, the two I've had a lot of fun with this year are dealing with our new serial killer, which will start in episode 13. And he's like Palant, but he's unhinged in a different way. I mean, Palant had a certain sort of logic to him. This time we're going more full-on crazy. This is a person who there is no sense that Brendan can make out of his actions. And so it's very, but it's a flip side of the coin where this person sees corpses as Brendan does, where he sees them as alive. And so it's a very creepy case for us and also very harrowing. So those are fun. I grew up, I'm a horror guy. I like Hitchcock. I like Alien. If you see
You write
my
horror
office,
movies with your brother,
I
right?
write horror movies with my brother. None have been made. You don't have to go looking for any.
I think Aubrey should go to group therapy for his food addiction.
we might have to address that. Yeah, it's a little too far.
What if Jessica's like, we can't date, I just am really not enjoying how many donuts you eat a day?
Will David direct the season 11 finale? Absolutely, he will. We just got done with our tone meeting. That's kind of the final meeting that showrunner and the director have together before we send him off. He begins tomorrow, so couldn't be more excited for that.
We make a spin-off about Christine at Brennan's age. Well, we'd have to wait like 30 years for that, right?
I think we can cast up.
Oh, you mean they're saying age Christine up by 30 years?
No.
That would be like a true 80s sitcom leap. That would be pretty great.
Young Bones, we can do that.
Oh,
We can
yeah.
work on
Okay. I know. I watch Greg Zappel. I watch reruns of the show all the time.
that. You look familiar. Who are you? Michael Peterson, Emily Silver.
Hi. How about bringing the psychiatrist back? Oh, Gordon.
We'd love to get him back. It's always just availability. Stephen Fry is insanely popular and insanely brilliant, so we'll get him back the moment we can.
Is the show going to have some of today's issues in it, like cops and justice, political views, racial stuff, etc.? I think that actually the episode back, this one on Thursday, Public Defender, deals with some of that stuff.
Yeah, we always try to look at the issues, but we want to make sure do it as fair and balanced as humanly possible.
Definitely.
Which is a challenge, but
I think it helps that our
it's an
characters have
ambition.
different points of view often.
Absolutely, yeah.
Do another farm episode with creepy cult ritual stuff. Well, just check out Michael's episode,
Yeah,
episode 13.
If you want creepy stuff, we got creepy coming.
Amy, I see you calling me a chipmunk. I don't know who you are, but you're right.
You're right. Everyone gets that.
Why didn't y'all deal with Booth's grandpa dying?
The real answer there is we were, of course, devastated by the loss, but NCIS, they had a similar role, and they did it so well. It just felt like they had done what was necessary,
And we paid homage to him.
Yeah, we paid homage, but we thought that they did a fantastic job. So we were in communication, and at the end of the day, it felt like what was said was said.
I love this show. Never ever cancel it, please. I'm on board.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Raquel Luciano. I recognize her from Twitter. Will we see B&B ice skating again?
You will definitely see one bee ice skating.
One of the
again.
bees will ice skate.
Yeah, one of the bees will ice skate. So episode 20. So David, as we all know, loves his Philadelphia Flyers and any excuse to get on the ice. He will be out there, and he was, and it was fantastic. So another episode to look forward to.
What's our timing like? How are we doing right
I don't
now?
know. Well, we're at, I don't know when we started, so
We'll do a
we'll
little
go
more?
for a while longer. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Is any of Angela's great computer programs like holograms used in the show for real?
Well, the holograms, we unfortunately gave up on around season 3 or so.
There's some production truth to that. It was very expensive.
It was very expensive, but we also have some new toys that we're going to play around with this season. We have a new thing called an anatomage table where you get to virtual autopsies. And so we're always looking ways to update it. But I don't know. Maybe we'll need to do a 3D episode or something and get that hologram back.
We should have James Spader in one of the episodes. Send him our way.
Yes. If his agent
If
wants
he
to call
comes
us,
calling.
ring a ding. Thank you.
Does Wendell stay in remission? He's currently in remission.
He is currently in remission. That's
all
an
we can
excellent
say.
answer, yes.
Is Russ ever going to see Christine and Hank? Oh, you know what? They see each other on the side. We don't see them see each other. Remember, like, the great thing about Bones is there's a whole world that happens that we don't see half the time. You just have to imagine it.
No, Booth is probably solving 10 other cases that we're never going to see because they don't involve Bones. So for every one case that involved Bones, Booth's off doing other stuff, and the same is true for Brennan.
Will there'll be a musical episode before the end of the show?
Well, we will. Sorry, just real quick, I just see somebody asking for a prayer. Caitlin, I see that, and we will absolutely put a prayer out there.
Prayer for Landon.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll do that. Going back to the musical, we have the acapella episode, and it is as close as a musical episode as we can ever do. Hart Hansen somewhere is cursing out loud. Hart does not love musicals.
I love musicals.
But yeah, so do I. So, but I think we did this one well because it's not a true musical, and that's what drives Hart insane.
Does Hodgins get better or not? I feel like that's a two-level question. Does he get better emotionally? He has to deal with all that, and does he get better physically?
I think the biggest thing is we want to be true to going through the journey, and he goes through every emotion possible, and
TJ really committed.
Oh, TJ's amazing. He absolutely stays in that wheelchair every day that he needs to be in it, and the thing is, it's a handicap, but it's not the end of the world. And I think it's more of a journey of acceptance than anything else.
Mm-hmm. Will you ever do a live show episode? But we are not going to, but we do a really cool, different kind of episode that Keith has this half season.
Yeah, we don't have live, but we do have a documentary style one that is fantastic. We're calling it Modern Bones. So it's
we're only
Modern Family,
we're
Modern
calling
Bones.
it Modern Bones, but it's not technically called Modern Bones.
Yes, no, because it's somewhere between Modern Family and Making of a Murderer.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone was affected by that documentary series, and we wanted to do our special Bones take of it. But it is a very emotional episode. We just mixed it. That means when you put the sound together for an episode, and I cried. Just saying, I cried.
Mm-hmm. A lot of you ask about Emily's wardrobe. I see that. Emily, everyone knows Emily's vegan, and we like to dress her, or she likes to be dressed in the way that affords with her, or agrees with her vegan beliefs. And so she has these awesome boots. I don't know if you guys notice them, but they're pretty awesome and vegan.
And then we also, she wears lots of jewelry and stuff that reflects her world travels and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first thing my wife ever commented on, was that she loves all the necklaces and earrings. So we'll have to figure out a way to sell those to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Everyone wants to know about Hodgins. It's like they're inside my brain. Can they have more babies? Yes, Hodgins will be back in the lab with the wheelchair.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's, this is going to play out for the whole series, and we'll try to remember it.
Can you share something exciting coming up that you haven't touched on yet?
Something that we haven't touched on yet. Well, we have New Serial Killer, episode 13. We have big stuff as far as Cam and Aristu coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We have drones. Probably the funniest drone footage you'll ever see in your life.
You guys are going to die. What episode number is that?
That's in 20 as well. So,
20.
Yeah, the best drone footage ever.
Hilarious.
What else do we have? We have the documentary episode. We've got Halfway House.
Mm-hmm.
It's a full
Secret
season.
Service.
Secret Service. Yeah, if you want to see Booth in the Line of Fire, episode 17. It's pretty fantastic.
Oh yeah, because episode 16 is acapella. My bad. Sorry guys.
We love working on a show where you can do a cappella one week and you can do Secret Service the next. Not a lot of shows can get away with that.
Do you guys know? Yes, 447 will be addressed next year.
Mm-hmm.
Please have Betty White come back again. She was great. We loved her.
We loved her. We're going to see what we can do. It probably wouldn't be until season 12, but we absolutely loved having her. She has called us up and said she'd love to come back. We'd love to make that happen.
How cool is that we had Betty White? Oh my God.
It's a good season.
Will Cam and Aristu get married? Spoiler alert, not telling you. Please bring Parker in for a visit. You'll see Parker again one day.
Absolutely.
Is the diner a real place we can visit?
No, it is not. It is here on the lot. It's on our New York Street, as it's called. So when you first enter the Fox lot, it's on the left-hand side. You will see it in about 50% of all commercials, it feels like, you'll see that diner. Toyota does a lot of ads there and a lot of others. So we love it there, but yeah, that is not, unfortunately, a place that you can visit. Maybe when they build Bones World at one of these amusement parks, we can go over there, but not yet.
Will we ever find out what happened to Angela's mother? It's never been mentioned. I mean, maybe in your fan fictions.
Well, we might find out in season 12.
Maybe, who knows?
Good note. Thank you.
Bones makes it feel like you have lots of psychos in the USA. Do you really have that many psychos in America, or is it just to make the show more exciting?
I think what's funny is I think we have the right amount for our show. Criminal Minds, not so much. That's terrifying. The world that they live in is just awful.
You think per capita, though, we're on par?
Yeah, I mean, we don't just kill people because we're crazy. We kill people because they have smelly shoes sometimes, and for other really good reasons.
Will Booth go to the lab more this season?
Not a ton. I mean, he stops by when he needs to, but they have their expertise.
He's there in a scene we just shot an episode. What number was Kathy and Carrie's episode?
Episode 20.
20, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's another great episode written by Kathy Reichs and her daughter Carrie. So that one is going to be sort of our take on the Donner Party.
It's always cool to work with them because Kathy's just got all this really neat insight into things.
We have a researcher in the room. It's brilliant.
It is.
We get things done really quick. Are
do a YouTube
you
revisit?
the Michael Peterson from the documentary The Staircase? Excellent question. No, I have not killed any of my wives. It is terrifying, though, because he is from North Carolina. I am from North Carolina. Hold on one second. I'm going to get his book for you. All right. You keep it in there.
I'm making them follow you across your office.
Okay.
Where is he? Did I lose him?
No,
I don't know where he
I'll come
is.
back. Don't worry. All right.
Michael Peterson!
So because I have a generic name like Michael Peterson, I get gifts like this. So this is it. This is A Time of War by Michael Peterson. This is the one who killed his wife, I believe.
Oh, jeez.
And dropped her down a staircase. Two wives, I believe, actually. There's also a Michael Peterson who is a surfer, and he was quite
Well,
good.
that's you. You surf.
I am very poor surfing compared to this.
Still, you're a surfer.
So I am not the famous Michael Peterson.
We do any more supernatural, paranormal, or kooky type episodes? I'd say Keith's episode fits into kooky.
Yeah, no, and we'll definitely go into that territory because I love Supernatural, absolutely.
Oh, that was a great episode where Aristu goes back to Iran.
Oh,
Did you write that one?
I did.
You did.
She knew
I'm
that.
such a suck up.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
How is there with you? Oh, there's good. Oh, they want us to do a YouTube episode. Well, actually, there are a couple of YouTube stars in an episode coming up. Gal's episode.
Yeah, the acapella episode.
Episode 16.
Sam Shui, I believe he is a internet.
TSUI. He's awesome.
Any special...
We're not trying to avoid Zach questions. I think we've answered a lot of Zach questions.
Yeah, no. Quite the opposite. Not trying to avoid. We are saying yes. We'll bring him back for 12.
What was the most difficult episode to shoot? I know which one you're going to say.
I don't know. What one?
Episode 200. There were just so many things that we had to do. So many different things to juggle and all that stuff.
Yeah, no. 200 was absolutely insane.
See, I knew it before you knew it.
Usually the most difficult one is whatever one you're shooting now. Except David's directing the next one, so it's easy.
Yeah, David's, I think, the crew's favorite director. No offense to Randy. Randy might be also, but they love him. Took me 3 years to get my husband to watch and catch up. Aw.
Good job.
Bobby Singer can't kill a hunter. I don't know what some of these things mean, but I'm supportive.
Will there be another crossover episode? Not scheduled right now, but what show should we do a
If Chad
crossover
Lowe
with?
had his way, we would be doing it with The Grinder. And I'm not opposed, I just want to say.
Well, or Pretty Little Liars.
Wouldn't that be so much fun?
I do that
Brennan
one.
comes to Rosewood. Is it Rosewood?
Ravenwood?
Rosewood. No, Ravenwood is a spin-off in a different town.
Okay.
Yeah. If Sleepy Hollow was renewed, would we do another crossover? I don't know.
If they ask, we will.
That's right.
Is Palant really dead? Yes. Yes,
we can
absolutely.
promise that.
He lasted many, many seasons, and he is very dead. I check on his grave every other day.
Somebody really wants us to go make an episode of Bones in France. Well,
Lucifer.
there will be an episode
I'd do a
about
crossover
France.
with Lucifer. That'd be fantastic.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Crossover with The Finder. Now that's cruel. Come on, it's not around anymore. If we
Aw,
could, we
The
would.
Finder. Supergirl crossover. Different networks, but that would be fun. Right, because then Brennan could wear her Wonder Woman outfit from season 1, and it would be really confusing who's the real superhero.
Done. Writes itself.
Exactly. Oh, Bobby Singer's on Supernatural. Thanks for answering that.
Prison Break, nice crossover.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Okay.
How about...
How could you end without being paralyzed? I know, we're cruel, but I think the big question there is, this was my first year of show running, and I just didn't want it to be boring, quite frankly, and we want these characters to be challenged. And the great thing is we called up TJ at the beginning of the season saying we were thinking about doing this arc, and he almost jumped through the telephone about how excited he was. So I think part of it is just getting our characters to new places that are hopefully organic. One thing that was fascinating to me watching early seasons with Hodgins is he was a different character back then. He was a bit of an angry guy.
Snapping guy.
Yeah, snapping the whole band and everything. And so we want, now that he has everything, he has his money, he's got Angela, we wanted to see what would happen if he was challenged. And so it was something that just felt important for the character.
How about we answer 3 more questions?
That sounds great.
Great. 3 more. All right.
Okay.
Well, we've answered crossover questions. Okay, something about your episode, Michael. How did you come up with it? We sort of answered that. Do you have a favorite scene in that episode? What should people really be looking forward to?
The last scene. Randy directed it very well. There's a character in supreme danger at the end, and it's you just wait till the very end. You're gonna get.
I'm tingling.
Yeah.
What was the funniest episode for your guys behind the scenes?
Funniest episode behind the scenes.
Remember when David dressed up like, what was it, the sumo wrestler?
I do not remember.
And I think it was an NK's episode.
Yeah.
That was pretty great.
I also loved this season. It was the one with Betty White. First of all, the Betty White stuff, and then also Hodgins getting shot with a tranquilizer dart. TJ was brilliant in that. He was inspired us.
Okay, one more question. That could be a really good one.
All of them are good. We're just really getting down.
Really to the nitty gritty. Maybe what about that one?
How do you think Booth and Brennan's relationship has changed over the years? Well, I think both characters have changed a lot. Is the biggest thing. And
They've helped each other change.
Absolutely. No, and Brennan had to get to a place where she really. I think there was a great episode. It was the Blizzard.
The Blackout and the Blizzard.
Blackout and the Blizzard, and it was Brennan had to get to a place where she could be invulnerable again. And I'm trying to remember what Booth's exactly was there, but it was a place where they knew what they wanted to be at that point, but they weren't there yet. So this year, we're going to test them as always. But I think it's hard to say. I mean, the love in a weird way was always there. They had their own issues. You can't really truly love somebody until you love yourself and understand yourself.
Good point.
And so I think that's what Booth and Brennan have been going through.
I think some of the nice thing also is that, like for them a lot of the times they're 2 steps forward, 1 step backwards because they are both very, they're opinionated. They have opinions. They have a way of doing things. And the other one helps them make that next step forward. And I think that's what's so great about their relationship is I don't think they'd be the people they are without each other.
Well said. I think it's time that we have to run, unfortunately. So thank you all. We will be doing this again. This was delightful. And wait, we might have one more thing here.
Oh, watch Thursday.
Oh, yeah. or just stay on with us. Either way.
Yeah.
Watch Thursday. It's a great episode. We have lots of back-to-back episodes going. And if you thought the first half of the season was exciting, you're in store. It gets bigger and better.
Explosive year and explosive year. Also, follow Michael Peterson on Twitter, Surfwriter. What are you at, Surfwriter?
123.
123.
Yep.
I'm at Surfwriter. Nope, that's
not. You're not. Where are you at?
I'm at Emily Silver 29. That's me. Follow us on Twitter. Michael likes to reveal spoilers.
I will do my best. I drink and then I put things out there.
And we'll be back for a few more of these before the episode ends Thursday. So keep up to date on Facebook.
3 days, guys. 3 days.
Woo!
You waited. God bless you for waiting so long.
Mwah. Bye.
Bye.